Alright, let's go ahead and go to the bomb level. Now that I kind of know what this is about, and I'm kind of paying more attention to it, hopefully I'll get more than one up. More than one one-up here. I'll get 2 one-ups. Or... or I guess I could get 0 one-ups. That's alright, too. The nice thing is I did get a nice Kirby Photoshop face out of that, so, you know, you try to look for positivity where you can find it. Alright, let's go through this door over here. And back into the frosting place. I'm not really sure what this is exactly. It's like, it reminds me of cake batter and donuts, but like not the good donuts with the cream in the middle. Like the kind of not so sweet ones that are more starchy. I don't know. It just, I was never really a fan of those kind of donuts. So one thing that really cracks me up here is the fact that the fish have goggles. It's like, you would think being fish, they would be able to see in their natural habitat, but I guess I shouldn't really discriminate against people who need vision correction, huh? That's not really too empathetic. Alright, so if I come up here, I don't really think I'm going to get anything special. I can't lose with this sword. If they zig, I cut them. If they zag, I cut them too. How eloquent. Reminds me kind of Mirror B from Pokemon Coliseum, with the if heads, I win. If tails, I also win. Okay, I didn't realize those guys needed 2 hits. That's quite alright. So, I'm not really sure how this works, and even though I've done this multiple times in the course of beating the game once, I just kind of whack away at whatever enemy's in front of me and hope that I'm doing damage. I see that the boss's HP, whatever the hell that means, is actually less than half, so looks like I'm doing something right. Alright, and apparently just swallowing people takes away HP. I don't know if that's supposed to be like some sort of commentary on life. Oop! I should shut up. I only need to swallow this guy. Alright, awesome. Like I was saying, I don't know if swallowing people giving you health is some sort of commentary on life, or if it's just a game mechanic, or, oh, I died. That brings the death count up to 2. I keep getting interrupted while I think about my social commentary. Maybe that's for the better. You don't necessarily need to analyze everything. But that's alright. So, I actually played that pretty well, I think. Because if I had kept that guy in my mouth, I would have just fallen right in the middle of there down to my doom. Or I would have swam down to my doom anyway. So, by going over to the edge, I actually played that pretty well. Alright, that's another level. I never noticed there were balloons in the background of this, actually. I've beaten, what, 50 levels at this point? Maybe more, and I didn't notice that? That's a pretty cool little touch. Alright, let's go ahead and see what abilities in this room. Ooh! Oh, laser and fire. For a second I thought it was like George R.R. Martin Ice and Fire or something, and I was like, wow, what a nice reference. But, alas, it is not like that. So I have a crazy broken ability in here. That's super cool. I'm gonna abuse that. And what is fire? Fire is just beam. I'll take Marthy over crazy broken ability, I guess. Alright. So this kind of reminds me of Super Mario Bros., 1-1. Like the kind of cloud you can go to that maybe gets you a star coin. I'm talking about the remasters and the remakes and whatnot, of course. The original doesn't have those kinds of things. Alright. Grabbed a 1-up, and I'm well on my way to the next section. Yo, what is that exactly? Is that a pig? Is that, like... I don't know what that is. Man, I really love this game. So that enemy is called a Gip, apparently, which is pretty obviously the opposite of pig. So if we scroll down here, and we take a look at the trivia, or no, the etymology, actually. Gip's name is pig spelled backwards, referring to its pig-like appearance. Brilliant analysis from the etymology section, but more importantly, brilliant pun from Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland. This game just never stops with the wit and charm, I guess. Super cool. It reminds me kind of Olimar, kind of the pig masks from Mother 3, and kind of just like a pig in general. I don't know. That's pretty interesting. Alright, hopefully I can go ahead and get this Maxim tomato. I don't even need it, so I don't know why I did that. That's alright. Sometimes the completionist in me takes over. You know what I mean? When I played Super Mario Bros. Once, I felt the need to get all the star coins from World 1. I mean, it's not like I got them in World 2, or World 3, or any other world after that. So I don't know why I got that urge, but, sometimes takes over, and that's okay. So this move is actually perfect, because I can space perfectly. And, of course, as I say that, I lose my power-up. That's quite fitting. But that's alright, because this boss fight is over anyway. Cool. That's another room. This kind of reminds me of Kid Icarus in the sense that you keep going down the clouds. I don't know. One thing I really like about this game, more than just the level design, although I guess I would classify it as level design, is just that it melds together so many different archetypes in its levels, and that really impresses me. For example, we've got the Kid Icarus-like cloud atmosphere, we've got the Super Mario Bros-like atmosphere. This reminds me more of Shovel Knight than Super Mario Bros, but that's okay. And the weirdest thing is, Nightmare Dreamland came out a while ago, like in the 2000s, I think. But even more than that, you know, it pioneered all of those other styles. It was the thing. There's a door back there, so I'm gonna get that. Alright, that was one waste of a superpower. That's alright. But anyway, like I was saying, it pioneered the genre that later games, and indeed later games that I played before this game, kind of worked on. So, it might be the Seinfeld is unfunny trope, but in this case I think Seinfeld is very funny. And the actual Seinfeld is also pretty funny. I have a soft spot for Jerry Seinfeld. Except comedians in cars getting coffee. I wasn't really sure what the appeal of that was. Admittedly, I haven't watched it. I've only watched the Netflix preview of it that's like a minute long, but still, it's alright. Now I have a new power-up. Ball. So how does this work exactly? Oh, alright. Can I unball? Well, I guess I'll find out in the next level, huh? Alright, and that's another level. Good stuff. So I think I'm gonna keep my ball power up because I'm pretty excited to see how it works. So if I press B, I turn into a ball and nothing can hurt me. And if I press B again, I turn back. Nice. Seems like a very Kirby-esque ability. Let's see how it works. Okay. So it turns out active hitboxes do supersede the ball effect. That kind of sucks. But I guess it's better than having what is effectively invulnerability. That might potentially break the game. Let's see what these guys give me. UFO? Whoa, that's cool. I can fire lasers. It's like beam and other power-ups. That is so cool. Whee! Oh my goodness, I'm flying. Look at this. Bye, level. That's awesome. The fact that I can levitate just makes this so much funner. Man, this is so cool. With some of the vertical enemies, you could actually play like Space Invaders, but Kirby. That's so awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and make my way through here. Oh no! Grab UFO back. Perfect. Haha. Oh, this is so cool. I kinda hope I keep my UFO power up here. Especially in this section. What you're supposed to do is, let me go and grab that so I don't lose my power up. What you're supposed to do is just kind of boost yourself through here and maybe jump on the enemies or jump through the enemies if you need to. But I'm a UFO. I can just fly. Did they think this was fair and balanced? I love this. That's great. Alright, only made it up to the 5 that time. That's okay, I got a pretty little rainbow. These will make for excellent thumbnails, so, you know, I'm more than happy to gain those instead of points. Alright. So that gives me power-ups. I'm not interested in that. Let's go and duel. Okay, so it turns out I don't get a power-up. But I don't gain health either? What's that all about? So basically, the player has to deal with handicaps, but the CPU, oh goodness gracious, that would be too much. Then you'd be abusing the arena for power-ups. And I got freeze back, so that's okay. One interesting thing is in the vanilla game, it also gives you freeze, so it's interesting that certain encounters like those actually aren't randomized. Use this warp star, no need. Alright, and let's go ahead and go into the boss. Oh no, this boss gave me so much trouble when I played this game before, because, well actually this isn't too shabby. Because what I'm doing is effectively using the close range of the shine just to kind of get up in his business and do as much damage as I can. That was extremely not painful. I'm very surprised by that. What used to happen was instead of having a close range weapon, I would have a mid-range weapon, which basically meant his drawings would come to life and attack me. Regardless, I got through that pretty nice. So we're getting into butter building. That's pretty cool. I just love the music here. Yeah, and it kind of loops there. I don't know if it loops or extends exactly. I'm not a big music guy. I just know loops and extends from, you know, L's theme 1 hour, right? And then some guys like, no, that's not looped, that's extended. Or maybe it's the other way around. All I know is, hey, it goes on for half an hour, so I'm good. I'm gonna need to take this fight a little more seriously, because I've got a mid-range weapon with the hammer, and not a close-range weapon like the shine. And I gotta treat it like it's instant kill. Which, you know, that worked out pretty well, so that's quite alright. I don't know why this soundtrack is just so compelling. It's not even compelling. I shouldn't use fancy terminology. I just like it. Maybe it's catchy. Maybe it's just that. I do tend to like catchy things. Ooh, parasol. Very nice. So this one is actually a really handy ability because it's close range if you want it to be, and also, okay, Kirby can float, so I guess the parasol, like the peach parasol thing, is kind of negated. That's alright. I always wonder, can you touch that switch? I guess not, because these pillars are unbreakable, and you can't really ground pound or anything. So I guess you just gotta come through here. That's alright. And I guess I could lose my power-up. That's alright, too. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know the hitboxes on the parasol worked that way. That's super sick.